93% of men act blindly when it comes to attraction. They rely on assumptions, cliches, and outdated advice to try to figure out what women really want. The result is always the same: confusion, missed opportunities, and silent rejections. But what about the remaining 7%? What do they understand that most men never grasp? This group understands the system not through manipulation, but through awareness. Today, you'll delve into that 7%. We'll explore 11 psychological truths about women that most men have never learned. These are principles that shape attraction, connection, and genuine desire. It's not about tricks or games. It's about communicating in a language that their minds and biology already respond to. Let's start with a truth that completely defies logic. First fact: women fall in love through smell. It's primal. Studies reveal that women have almost 50% more neurons dedicated to the sense of smell than men. When a woman is drawn to your natural scent, a sign of genetic compatibility, her subconscious attraction intensifies significantly. That's why a clean, subtle, and authentic fragrance carries more weight than any witty line you could say. This leads us to the second fact. Women are deeply attracted to men who set clear boundaries. Think of boundaries as an emotional framework. A man with defined boundaries isn't distant or cold. He conveys self-respect and stability. He doesn't chase or beg. He connects from a place of wholeness, which creates security. She doesn't have to control your emotions, and that freedom allows attraction to blossom. It's not about being inaccessible, but about being difficult to disturb. Third fact: often they feel attraction before they show it. Many women only consider romantic interest after sensing your interest first. Since open rejection carries risks, they communicate through signals rather than direct declarations. Your role isn't to interrogate or force clarity, but to observe and respond calmly and confidently. The fourth fact reveals something you've probably noticed but never commented on. Pre-selection. Women are subconsciously more attracted to men who are already desired by other women. It's a biological shortcut for gauging value. It's not about pretending, but about building a genuinely fulfilling social life. When you're a man who values people and is valued in return, even by women, attraction arises naturally. Fifth fact: playful teasing is a way of gauging your emotional strength. When she lightly teases you, it's not cruelty. She's assessing your confidence. Will you crumble? Will you get defensive? The sensible response is to play along with light-hearted humour, a teasing smile, a calm acknowledgement. It shows that your inner stability isn't fragile. What could be a test becomes a moment of connection. Sixth fact: her primary language is usually nonverbal. Words are just the surface. Is her body oriented toward you? Does her eye contact linger a moment longer than necessary? Is there a casual, almost accidental brush of your hand? These gestures are her conscious mind, letting her subconscious interest express itself. Learn to interpret these signals and stop guessing. Start navigating with direction. Seventh fact: intentional praise is a master key to intimacy. Don't praise out of habit. Do it with purpose. Notice the details. Her earrings, the way she expresses a well-thought-out idea. Even intimate praise isn't just about sexuality, but about showing that you are deeply attentive. It communicates, I see the thought behind who you are. Eighth fact, the foundation of it all. Emotional connection is the gateway for most women. Physical attraction is usually a consequence of emotional security and intellectual alignment. You build it not by acting, but by showing curiosity. Ask about the meaning behind her stories. Listen to understand, not just to respond. This is how you stop being an option and become a destination. Ninth fact: her friends are her advisors. Their opinions aren't background noise, but valuable information. Building a respectful and genuine relationship with them isn't about impressing. It demonstrates social intelligence and emotional awareness. It shows that you understand she exists within a social network, not in isolation. 10th fact, beware of transactional dates. A significant number of women admit to accepting dates solely for material gain. Protect your time and energy by starting with encounters that require little investment and foster a real connection, a walk, a coffee. This filters out genuine interest in you, not your resources. And finally, 11th fact. When she's upset, she needs